Can you hear it? Can you guys hear it?
People need to talk.
Yeah. What do I need to say? What
Bleep,
can I
blap,
say?
bloop.
Yeah, I can hear
Flippity,
you guys.
flappity, floop. Wah, ba, ba, loo, ba, wah,
Oh, I
ba,
hear
boo.
people need to talk. Oh,
It's good?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
hear
hear it.
hear everyone, I think. Yeah.
oh, well, that's fine.
Can I get me heard? What about
Yeah,
that?
you're good. You're
Okay.
good. You're good.
Okay, everybody's
Okay.
good? Good.
Awesome.
Okay. Hey, I got it to work. Amazing.
Okay.
Hi, people.
Hello, everyone.
Greetings. All right. So, with all that there as an intro, let's get to the thick of things. And as everybody can see, Brains is not present this time around. You know, life happens, and having to skip sessions also results from life. But we're here now, and we're gonna rock and roll with where we left off last time. And last time, our adventurers arrived into the Abbey of Saint Markovia, where they came across not only many sights that were rather unpleasant to look at, but heard justifications and reasonings from the abbot of the abbey that were equally unpleasant to hear, and it all kind of wound up boiling over and resulting in a straight-on conflict and fighting. And the way that first started was that Gerard threw magical, I can't recall exactly which spell it was, but a magical attack at the abbot, and the abbot kind of shrugged it off and told everyone to cease what they're doing and to go, and they could go in peace.
Yeah, I thought it was
But-
guiding bolt. Yeah.
Yeah, and instead of that, we ended the session with Gerard doing two things. He made his domain ability where he picks a target, and that target, next time he gets hit with something, he has what's it called? The term, not resistance, but vulnerability. His vulnerability to whatever type of damage the next hit that comes his way is dealing. And because of his feat of meta magic stuff and all that, he could use his bonus action to cast another spell, and he could cast Spirit Guardian, and that creates like a 15-foot area effect where anybody who is inside that, unless excluding the people Gerard doesn't want to be affected by it, so I would guess the rest of his friends would be subject to pain and damage, and everyone who starts their turn inside this field would also have to make the same roll. And we ended the session right as the next thing would have been to make that roll. And here we go with the abbot having his hands raised in the air. The woman who was sitting by the table, who got provoked when the abbot was struck with a spell and smashed the table with like a double axe handle smashing move. She is standing almost as a statue next to him, and I have here written down all the stuff that Gerard is to roll basically here. So let's get to doing this. The spell difficulty is 15. First, as he does this Spirit Guardian, and the way he's described it, like these angelic, almost like Grim Reaper, like and angels are coming from his magical effects visually and dragging their opponents down with chains and all these really dramatic visuals. And I'm going to first roll for the abbot to see if he is affected by this, if he can make a save for this spirit guardian. And yeah, it's the DC is 15. And he makes it, and then I will roll for the woman. She does not make it, and then I'm gonna roll the damage. It does 3d8 radiant damage. So here we go. My notes.
While he finds his notes, I just want to point out to whoever's listening, specifically Brains, you left us in a fucking mess. You're rude. You're not even here to clean it up.
Yes.
No, true. Just skips.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. What you see happening before you now that this magical effect that takes place and these angelic figures emerge and they go and attack the abbot and the woman, and the abbot having also these chains kind of wrapped around his shoulders. Earlier, when the spell of that he attacked the abbot with, he just didn't react. It just made his cloak kind of flutter and his air kind of flutter, and it was just like nothing. But this time, now that the chains come into effect, and now that he is put through this kind of intensity by Gerard's actions, he outright winds up lifting his arms. The woman does the exact same thing. She kind of like and lets out a grunt as the effect of the spell creates almost like a dust cloud, like also almost kind of like if you smash something down to the ground hard enough, like smoke bellows out of it. Just it's that kind of a powerful thing. And Gerard has this, like when he's casting it, there's almost like this, especially for Sharp standing right next to him, you can see there's almost like this glaze of like zeal going on right now, because he's like the stuff that this abbot is doing right now. This is almost like a perfect, if not almost like a caricature of exactly what his order of his clericdom, his priesthood would be against. This is like a perfect villain almost for someone who worships Killenvor. It's like everything having to do with the cycle of life and death and the peace that you find in the grave and all that. This is like absolute like heresy, and you can kind of see that kind of glaze on his eyes as he's like really like letting him have it. But what happens is that when this kind of smoke kind of comes up, it's almost like this calm all of a sudden kind of follows up the strike. It's like there's this loud bang, and then just and everything kind of, there's this tiny silence as you hear a sound before you see kind of this cloud evaporate. You hear a voice, and the voice doesn't sound like the abbot's voice. It sounds like a very deep voice, and something that almost sounds like it's been put through a synthesizer or something. It has a very unnatural sound to it. And you hear this voice say, "I am sorry, for you will resent your absolution." And you see the smoke kind of blow away as in front of you stands a figure who looks nothing like the abbot that you saw before. You see a figure that's like 6'5" tall. His body is completely pale marble white. His body shape is something like Schwarzenegger in his Mr. Olympia days. He has pale white hair. He has glowing eyes. He has golden bracelets, golden loincloth, golden sandals, and he has 2 white wings that come up from his back. And you can already see that while his hands are on his side, you can see almost these vector graphic looking kind of golden lines circling around his right hand as he's kind of looking at you. And this is where the one-winged angel theme would start playing. And yeah, after he says that, it's indeed Sharp's turn in the initiative order.
Pause.
We get a do-over. Yeah.
Yes, please, can we get a do-over? I would like a do-over.
Gerald's gone now, so.
Yeah, let's just leave him to his fate. He fucked up. This is not what we signed up for. Well, this is not what we signed up for. This is not our main mission. That's a fucking metaphorical dragon. It's relevant because of backstory. It's a metaphorical dragon. So Sharp is gonna
You're all kind of squeezed in tight. People watching are not going to be able to see this, but we have like a map of the room. It's a pretty small room, and everybody's kind of squeezed in tight. And it's like Gerard and Sharp are at the forefront of everything, and they're like just an arm's reach away from these people that are like standing in front of them.
Actually, I'm outside.
Yeah, you're the last one in this conga line right now. So yeah, it's like Sharp and Gerard are almost next to one another. James is right behind Sharp, having gone to try and hide behind her back, and then Rashkai is right at the front door, and Warren is outside, like behind Rashkai.
We should bait them outside.
You want to bait a winged enemy outside?
Oh, damn.
with like at least 1, 2 really heavily melee characters. Like both you and I are pretty melee, right? But you little
but
tiny
I can't hide
daggers.
anywhere. I can't hide anywhere. I need to be able to hide somewhere.
No, we are not gonna hide. We are gonna do like this. Despite how much Sharp wants to leave Gerard behind right now, you don't leave anyone behind. So she is gonna spend a superiority die and do a maneuver called bait and switch. And she's gonna basically throw Gerard back to where she was standing and take his place, so he's further towards the door. And she's gonna tell her freaking party to just leave. That we're going. Basically retreat. And whatever I roll on my die, as soon as I reach it, is bonus to my AC.
Okay, I'm guessing this ability lets you do this without having any sort of attack of opportunities.
When you're within 5 feet of a creature on your turn, you can expend 1 superiority die and switch places with that creature, provided you spend at least 5 feet of movement and the creature is willing and isn't incapacitated.
Okay.
This movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
And until the start of my next turn, you or the other creature your choice gains a bonus to the AC equal to the number rolled.
All right.
So I'm gonna spend a die, which is it's too long ago since I played this. I think it's a D6. It's a D8. Even better. That's a D8.
I'm just so useless. I can't do anything.
Okay, I get 4 bonus to my AC. It's 24 for until my next turn.
Okay,
Nice.
what does Sharp actually say to us?
She says, "We're leaving."
And you can actually, like, if you wish, you can, like, just like the abbot made an intimidation roll when he was telling you guys to leave, and he got a lousy score. If you want, you can make a persuasion roll just to see if it has greater effect on those who might want to stay if they do want to do that. Of course, there's always the possibility of rolling a crappy score. So,
Sure.
like,
Can it also be like a persuasion towards persuading the abbot that we're actually gonna leave?
Well, sure.
To make him hold off a couple of more continuous attacks.
Sure. You can attempt that.
I will
Whether
attempt that.
whether it's successful or not, I won't even tell you.
Yeah, no,
That's so
I want that to be a part of the effect, if possible.
Yeah, sure.
Assuming I roll well.
The abbot transforms, and we're all like, okay, no, never mind. You're right. We should leave probably right now.
So does anyone have really good dice I can borrow?
Oh, you wanted us to leave? No, that's fine. Yeah, no, sorry. We're from a different country with the translation.
Yeah. This guy is just like a little bit behind. Okay, roll. I'm scared to roll. Rolling. 21.
That's pretty good. So I would expect that pretty much anybody, unless they really have like good like role play reasons why they wouldn't want to leave and stuff. Of course, I'm not gonna that's not gonna steamroll your role play or anything like that. But that's definitely a direction giving thing. Just as if you got a lousy score, if somebody was like like wanting to leave, it's not like it would change their mind or something. But yeah. So basically, as this kind of a very like inspirational leader kind of a thing that she does, like earlier on in the town when things got out of hand, it was like Gerard was like right in the middle of that, like right in the forefront of leading that charge, and it went it went south kind of, and now here already the same thing has kind of happened, and now the senior member who's really like been the battlefield leader role standard here is actually like pulling others behind her and telling people in a very like inspirational kind of a way, like a Braveheart speech kind of way, like to leave or something. I don't know, but that score was really good.
Basically, those 2 words, we're leaving, they're concise, they're accurate, this is no bullshit command. This is what you think we should be doing.
Yeah.
We'll see how Geralt reacts to that.
Yeah. Well, that was the whole switching places. That was an action, right?
Yes. Double checking, but yes, it's under action. Wait, what? Yeah, it's action. It's an action.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my action, and
yeah, bellowing orders and stuff. I'm always fine with that being like a bonus action. And yeah. Okay, so is that all you're doing on your turn then?
Yes.
All right. Then after that, it's Rush Kai.
Good. Ooh.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I have it here. It's the order is first it's the woman, then it's the abbot, then it's James, then Warren, then Gerard, then Sharp, then Rush Kai.
Oh goodness.
No.
I'll use a bonus action, unsettling words. The abbot on his next saving throw is going to have to subtract 1. Yay. And then I think that's a 1. No, that's a 6. It's the opposite of 1. These dice are weird. So he's going to have to subtract 6 from his next saving throw, and then I'm going to hold my action to see what Gerard does.
To see what he does? Like, what are you expecting would, like, activate you doing what exactly?
Well, what I would like to do is I doubt it's going to work this way, but if I'm holding Bane, essentially, if Gerard attacks, she'll cast Bane on the abbot and his zombie. But if not, then should just run with the party.
Okay, but you're waiting on Gerard's example.
Yeah, to see what he does.
All right.
Is that the thing that you did? What's it called? Giving him like a negative on a saving throw or something?
Yeah, unsettling words.
Yeah. Is that like considered hostile or how does it what does it do? What happens?
Hold on.
You're gonna go ruin my freaking
Yeah, he
persuasion
ducked
roll.
away, and we never saw him again.
It's I don't know. It's a bonus action. It's part of her bark inspiration. If it makes him hostile, then we're all gonna fucking die. All right, it's fine.
All right. In role play terms, like what is it like? How is it manifest?
She's just like, hey, you.
Okay.
All right. Well, after that, it's back to the top where it's first the woman's turn, and she's going to start her turn inside. Wait, actually, now that he changed, she's no longer inside the bubble that that Gerard is emanating with the Spirit Guardians due to the switcheroo. She is going to hold her action as well, waiting for orders from her master standing next to her. And then it's the abbot's turn, or if that's even like the correct term at this point anymore. As I described Warren, I think it was Warren looking at the abbot, how he seemed a bit alien, how it seemed like it wasn't like a human who was acting odd. It was someone odd trying to act like a human, and this kind of facade seems to be kind of shaken off of him. And what happens is he raises his right hand into the air, and as like a bonus action, he bellows out again with this strange voice that he has, and he yells, "Beloved effigies, exercise their corruption!" As you can see, the vector graphics kind of looking spell thing around his hand formulate into what looks like a giant golden mace that's in his like upheld hand. And before he gets to even bring that mace down, his command activates the woman standing next to him, who is going to charge into basically next to him, right in front of Sharp, and just like come in, letting out these kind of wails, not even like scream, but just this kind of just these kind of mad wails of someone who's being like tortured. And she's gonna just swing like haymakers with a fist and an open palm, and she is going to try and strike Sharp twice. So here goes. The first attack is 26, so I'm guessing that hits, and the second attack is 10, so I'm guessing that doesn't.
26? What?
Yes.
No.
And then the damage on the one that hits the palm strike, like the haymaker just goes past you, but the palm strike to the face kind of really plants you hard, and you take that's 17 points of bludgeoning damage from that.
How much?
17.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then it's and then I will roll. Actually, I almost forgot. He did use a plural, beloved effigies.
Oh.
Okay, so let's see here. Okay. Never mind me. Okay. So yeah. Now it's like the abbot who still has his action left. He is taking a step forward to basically. He's already like in the field of effect of sharp, but now he steps forward and it's all open for him to come and strike at Gerard, who's been pushed back, but it's still in the open. And I forgot to roll the abbot's whole effect on the spirit guardians, who now has -6 on his resistance to it, which means he he doesn't make it, and the spirit guardian does 3d. He got okay.
Now that the She-Hulk kind of attacks sharp, isn't she also again in the area of effect?
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Yes, I will roll for her as well. Good of you to remind me.
Yep.
She makes it. So she takes half damage, which is 14, so 7. All right. So now it's time for the abbot to finally come down, and he starts basically and just striking in an X formation against Gerard. Still having this kind of Gerard has this kind of look of bewilderment, but where he felt really like this righteous indignation going against the abbot. But now that he sees that he's some sort of a alien, like angelic looking being, it's really like discombobulated his kind of like what to make of what I'm looking at right now. Because it could be that he has just like morbid ways to get into some great good and noble goal, or that he's just batshit insane, whether he's an angelic being or not. And so here goes. Yeah. That's the one is that's 15 and that's 18. So Gerard's AC is his AC is 12. So both of those hit.
His AC is 12? Holy
Yes.
crap.
So yeah, both of those hit, and let's see, the first one.
Rip Gerald.
It does.
70 damage.
First one does 17 damage. And the next hit does 21 damage.
Is he standing?
I'm looking.
Yes, he is. He is still standing, but it's like these. There's almost like this whistling wail of something like almost like some sort of a corruption of a kind of a vroom. It's just some kind of like a when the mace comes down and just hits him, and the second one just comes to the other side and his feet are still planted on the ground, but his like upper body's like swinging wildly, like almost like a pendulum, because of these strikes, and the abbot is standing with its back straight and the mace firmly in its hand, and he has a complete like statuesque like stone face. Not a single expression of emotion is readable on his face. And then it's James' turn.
So what's this thing about waiting to see someone else do something? How does that work?
Like a whole.
Yeah, you can hold an action. If you hold an action, you have to specify what you're going to do when it's activated and what activates it. Like, say you can say that you're going to hold action by a door. If somebody comes through that door, I'm going to stab them. And the moment they come through the door, it immediately activates you. And even if it was in the middle of their turn coming through the door, you get to act and start stabbing. So that's basically what Rashkai did, waiting for her kind of authority figure to show an example or orders.
Yeah. The only thing that's important to realize, at least in the official rules, but some DMs choose to variate from that, you can only hold an actual action and not a movement. So you cannot say like, oh, if this happens, I'm going to move over there and then do this. It's just only like I attack or I...
So let's say James walks out of the building and then goes into stealth, and then I can keep my attack action for when the abbot walks out of the door.
Sure, but you would have to like position yourself outside the door so that you wouldn't have to move at all when he comes out. So you would have to be like right behind the door or something. But yeah, you could definitely do that.
Then that's exactly what I'll do.
Okay. Seeing Gerard get his brains bashed, like any sensible person, you would retreat at least a little bit. And yeah, once you get outside, you would be outside of the abbot's field of vision completely, so you don't have to make a stealth roll or anything. It's likely that the bat-winged woman who's chained up outside, like, completely sees you making like a making like going into an ambush kind of a situation, but she's just letting out these like wails of fear. She's just the chains are just like making noise, and she's just letting out like like she is being attacked right now. Okay. So she's not like saying words or anything like that.
Okay, then I'll wait.
Okay, you're holding your action to attack if the abbot comes out.
Yeah.
Then after that, it's Warren, and Warren sees James just you will see inside the the smashing happening, and you will see James getting ready by the door. But for a clarification, James, are you going? Which side of the door are you going to? From looking at the map that we're looking at, are you going above or below in this point of view?
Let's see. I'll go B. Oh, that's a good one, actually. Let me think. Ooh, that's a hard one. I'll go.
Oh, by the way, Gerard got hit twice, so I'll need to roll concentration for his spirit guardians. Yeah. Yeah, he failed the first one, so it's down. Yeah, I rolled a 9.
I'll go up.
Up. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, James is there, right up, to from Warren to your right, and he's going there with his weapons ready.
Yeah. I'm standing outside, but I have, at least from my kind of feeling, I pretty much can see everything that's going on inside, right? I mean, sure, there's some people in front of me, but I can see what's going on. I heard Sharp's order. I know what's going on, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I start casting a spell. While I do this, oh, by the way, I'm also curious. As this angelic creature starts to manifest, what does Kirimon do?
That's a good point, and I could have mentioned that earlier. He is he's wide-eyed. His jaw is stuttering, and he's licking his lips, and he's squeezing on your shoulder. It looks like he is both excited and terrified.
Okay. All right. I start casting a spell as I run towards James, and as the spell kind of finishes, you see this greenish energy from the orb that I have kind of pass through my arm and just kind of covers my entire body. And I say to James, "We're getting the hell out of here." And I kind of grab him and I start flying away.
Okay, dragging and things like that can be resisted if you wish, but if you don't want to resist it, then there's no roll needed here. What do you think, James? If Warren comes and is trying to drag you to fly off with him, do you try and resist it, or are you like going along with it?
This is a hard one. One second. The thing is, yeah,
there should be like a game show, like a ticking clock music or something. Like, hold on a second.
Well, yeah, it's a hard one because I have the feeling like he wants to just fly away, but that's just me. Does James think the same?
Well, Sharp said with a very like persuasive and authoritative voice to retreat, to fall back and get out of here. So that's something that holds authority for you, being someone who's green as grass when it comes to this guild stuff, and being in a place you don't recognize or you're not familiar with. But at the same time, of course, you're also you're out for glory. You want to kill stuff and have people know you for killing stuff that's big and mean and nasty and all that.
But I don't have any time to talk with him, do I?
Not really. Like I'll let you do like a 1-word response or something like that if you want to say like no or okay or whatever or later or something like that. You can say something like that, but not have like a conversation.
Okay, I'll allow it, and then I'll talk to him when I'm in the air. That's what I'll do.
Okay. All right. So Rashkai being right next to where these two were, right by the door frame, you can see Warren doing this, lifting up James and flying off. Even though James is basically the size of a 7-year-old or something, lifting him up and flying, I'll still like say that your flying speed is kind of halved for picking somebody up and dragging them along, so that you can't kind of like operate as a crane or something. But
most of our flying is going to be dropping down the cliff anyway, so that's just going to be fun.
Yeah, you're going to be gliding down. Yeah. All right. Yeah, but yeah, it's like going all the way down. That's a 700 feet distance. So if you're planning on bringing him down and going back up, that's going to take a long time.
Oh no! I'm staying with him. We're going back to the village.
Yeah, screw everybody else. See if they survive. Okay. Well, you get him up, and you get like your regular speed is 30, right?
I think my flying speed is a little higher, but of course I have to first kind of move towards him, which I don't think is that far, but still.
That's enough.
My flying speed is 60.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll say that you can fly 30 feet carrying James.
There you go.
Okay, so you're planning on going to the direction of the town. That's basically like if you look at the map that is right in the where everybody's position or original position is. That's basically right and downwards.
Yeah, I don't necessarily need to. How do I put it? There are two priorities. One, getting as much distance from us and this winged creature 2, getting as fast as I can down out of line of sight so that people don't see us. So I don't necessarily need to follow the path that we walked. I just want to drop from the cliff so that I'm out of sight.
All right. And that's pretty much like you can see when you're getting up there. You can actually roll a... no, actually not yet. No, scratch that. You're gonna go up, and you can see like there's a little bit of snowfall starting to get going, and this is also around dawn. You arose originally when the grave robbing was about to take place, and it was like so early in the morning that there wasn't even light outside, and now it's like as you fly into the air, you can almost see a sunrise, but it's anything but. It's like a sunrise, but behind like dozens and dozens of like curtains. This kind of just light emanating from behind a wall of gray, and but it still emits light. So there's a kind of hopefulness about the image, but it's still like reminds you that no rays of sunshine is touching this land. And yeah, you start to fly off with James.
Yeah.
And after Warren, it's Gerard's turn. And Gerard, having seen basically what transpired, he's looking around, and he's looking at his companions, and he turns to Sharp, and kind of like he has this completely bewildered, and he's like from his like hairline there's a streak of blood flowing down, and he's just like he has this glaze on his eyes, and he's just like since you were so persuasive, it looks like he's half kind of frozen from this kind of shift of extreme emotions having to do with his very personal faith and everything, and then you're pushing in with your leadership. There's a lot of this stuff gets discombobulated, but his reaction is to just like turn around, seeing that behind him only Rashkai is standing there, and he just starts to kind of like he starts to make the first steps towards the courtyard away from the abbot. And as it so happens, that gives the abbot a
Can I
single...
use my held action
Yes.
to cast Bane on the abbot and his other creature?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I forgot about the Bane thing. Yeah.
There you go. All right. Yeah. So they have to make Charisma 14 saving throws.
All right. The abbot fails. And the woman succeeds.
All right. So minus 1d4 from any attack rolls or saving throws.
Minus 1d4. Okay, let me know. Oh, did you roll the... oh, I'm sorry. It was minus 1d4. I thought you were going to be rolling the 1d4. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, getting that cast, the abbot being affected by that, he will make the attack of opportunity on Gerard. And I rolled a 19. So let's see the minus 1d4 on that. And I rolled a 1. So let's see. Okay, well, there's no way it wouldn't hit him. So let's just...
Would it be fair to leave him behind?
Definitely, he got himself into this shit.
That's 21 damage. So
Oh,
that means
no.
Oh no!
He had 9 HP left.
that means he has. Yeah, Gerard's full health is 48, and he's now, because of this, he's looking at 60 minus. So what happens is that as Gerard looks at his leader, bellowing out these orders and putting herself in harm's way to protect him and to protect the party. And he sees his companion. He sees Rashkai there, and he starts to make the effort to move. And as Rashkai, in defense of his companion, lets out the bane on the abbot, it has very little effect in the end, even though it does have the visual of the magic taking place as the abbot completely unrelentingly and completely like unemotionally says he just says he says I bear no hatred toward you as he smacks him in the back of the head with the mace, and Gerard slams on his stomach on the floor as a result of that strike. And yeah, after Gerard's turn, it's Sharp's turn, and yeah, Sharp, you have the woman is right there in front of you, throwing like maniacally, just like throwing those haymakers at you. The abbot is basically like they're both like kind of like on your sides there, blocking your path. And right next to you, you saw Gerard just get a what looked to be kind of a killing blow to the back of the head, but you can see like while he's on his stomach, his legs are kind of almost like digging the ground in this kind of like nerve kind of response. So he's not quite completely dead yet, but he looks like he's in serious condition.
Okay. I think I wanna
Run.
Yes, but I'm gonna run in a very specific way.
Remember that.
Zigzag.
Like you're basically where you're standing. There's a staircase, like behind you there,
Yeah.
and the abbot and the woman are basically filling the next two
Yeah.
squares in front of you.
Okay.
So you're basically squeezed in.
So what I wanna do is I need you to tell me if I'm allowed to do this, because I'm gonna be spending a lot of stuff. So basically, what I wanna do using action search, so I get an extra action, is to disengage, cast darkness, and drag Gerard out of the fucking hallway.
Let's see. Let's break that down a little bit. Disengaging would take your regular action.
Yep.
And then having the action surge giving you another. Isn't that like an attack action it gives, or is it any kind of action?
One additional action.
Okay, so you would use that on whether which one, the darkness or
The darkness,
or
I suppose.
darkness, and then the dragging. Where does that come from?
Well, it's not an action. It's just half your movement to do it.
Is it an action?
Is it an action to drag somebody?
Isn't it movement?
I think it's just half your movement. Like you move half as far. I don't think there's an actual action involved in it.
Okay. I remembered it was in the same kind of line of doing like athletic stuff as shoving someone
because
you can resist being dragged.
Yeah, but he's basically unconscious, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if nobody's resisting, yeah, of course, yeah, that makes sense. I will allow it. Allow it. Yes.
Okay, so I'm basically disengage, get to Gerard, cast darkness. After using my accent search, of course, and grab Gerard and basically yeet out the door around the corner. I think I will get there on my movement because it's not that far. I have 30 feet, counting squares. Might be able to get out the door.
Maybe the stairs.
I don't want to go up. I want to get out.
Yeah, but if you go all the way up, there's
Let's
an
see, like,
opening at the top.
Like if you're spending like enough movement to get to where Gerard is, like
Yeah.
who's right into the in front of the two stairways,
Yeah.
you would grab it. It would like take you like 10 feet of movement to get to him,
Yeah.
and then after that you would still have like 20 feet, so you could drag him 10 feet from there, so you could just to get out of the door. Basically, you would occupy the same space as Rashkai if you did that. So basically, you would have to either stand this side of the door, or you would have to basically stay this side of the door. How large is the dome of the darkness?
Darkness is
15-foot radius.
Yeah, 15-foot radius.
15. Okay.
Yeah, so I will cast it basically centered centered right in front of the door. So it's like the 3 squares in, covering the stairs as well a little bit, and then like Rashkai is also in the darkness then. But I will just
yeah.
But as I cast it, I will like look at her and tell her to run because she can see what I'm doing, of course.
Yeah, you can, and yeah, that's like you've already like given that order, so it's like in terms of a role play, you can just you say it again.
But I can't get out because Rashka is in the way. I don't feel good about standing in the door.
Any chance I could use my reaction to like move 5 feet?
Well,
I mean, if you see somebody being dragged towards you, you're not just gonna stand there like.
I'll let the dice decide. It's 50-50. Yes, you can do that.
Yay, I moved 5 feet.
Which direction?
Directly back.
Okay. In that case, Sharp gets to drag Gerard right outside of the door, so that you're both standing there.
Okay, I'm happy.
Okay.
Or as happy as can be.
I'll have to look up very quickly. I'm really bad at this, but I just can't remember some of the details having to do with darkness. Darkness is that's like magical darkness, right? So that's different from having dark vision. Right?
Yes, it's magical darkness. It's spread from point you choose within the range to fill a 15-foot radius sphere for the duration. The darkness spreads around corners. A creature with dark vision can't see through this darkness, and non-magical light can't illuminate it.
Okay.
Yeah, you need true sight or something to actually, or tremor sight to actually.
Or like blind sight or something.
Yeah, blind sight. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. In that case, it's clear. I guess I'll have to like. Is there a existing rule if you bump into somebody in the darkness or something?
It basically attack with disadvantage.
Oh, okay. I see. Well, in that case, after Sharp's turn, it's Rashkai.
I'll use my action to shove a healing potion down Gerard's throat.
All right.
Yeah. So let me see here. That's 2d4 plus 2. I just put my d4 away. Don't know why I did that. Okay, that's 1 and 1. Fantastic. So it's 4 points of healing. So at least he's
4
conscious.
points.
And then I'll move back 20 feet.
20 feet. Into like more directly, like if you look at the map there's the well in the middle of the courtyard. Are you moving like to the right of it, to the left of it, or?
I'm looking. So I'm where Warren was standing. So I'd be up diagonal, up diagonal, up diagonal, Yeah. So, like diagonally up 4 spaces, essentially.
Okay. So you're basically like, are you like in the middle of the gate and the well there? Or...
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Well,
Mhm.
yeah. After that, it's back to the top, and it's the woman's turn. And as ordered, she will try to exercise your corruption, and she will run into the darkness in the doorway to try and get to you. And she will basically just run, wailing and just ah! And just you hear this thum, 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 as she's running towards you. And now that Gerard has been kind of revived, how is the kind of like which squares are like? I would is Gerard still like which squares are you like right now?
Sharp
Standing
would
in?
be closest to the door.
Okay, so Gerard would be like where Warren originally was when this started. Yeah, where the big W is. Okay, good. Okay, in that case, what happens is that the woman runs into the darkness. It's likely that she knows the layout of this place, so she knows like where the door is without even having to clearly see it. But she does not know where you guys are, and that's where it happens. Where Sharp can hear her footsteps. She's like running like a child, like right on her heels, kind of dum, dum, dum. And when she runs, she basically just like into a riot shield or something. She just slams into you,
Yeah.
and is like still like throwing her arms around and wailing there.
Yeah.
And she will try and attack you, and that will be at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Let's see. The first attack.
Wait, wouldn't are you also in the darkness, Sharp?
Yeah.
Then wouldn't it even out?
No, darkness gives disadvantage. It's just to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not rolling
Wha-
anything.
Yeah, why would it even out if neither of them can see each other?
Yeah, nobody's getting advantage in the darkness, so
Oh.
it doesn't.
Okay.
Why would we get advantage? There's no advantage involved.
Yeah,
No,
where's the advantage?
there's nothing to
No,
nullify
I
the
just thought
disadvantage.
because you also can't see where the attacks are coming from. That the person attacking, because the person attacking you can't see it, so that person is more or less invisible.
Yeah,
making sounds.
the armor class is pretty much representing your ability to do that. So it's like
Yeah,
she's not
okay.
making rolls
Yeah.
to deflect anything. So
Fair
And-
enough.
What
just
about
checking.
And if you want to look at it like this, I'm hiding behind a freaking big shield that I'm bringing with me.
yeah, and if she is going to attack her again after this, the same thing will apply to
Yeah.
her, and
Yeah.
and the woman won't get any disadvantages on her armor class scores or anything like that either. So yeah, here comes with disadvantage the first strike. That's 16,
16, that's a miss.
and the second attack that's a 14.
Miss.
Yeah, so both of her attacks miss, but she's there just and the shield is like really like just a thin veil between the two of you, but still holding this creature back. And then it's the abbot's turn, and the abbot again, seeing how things are kind of situated there. He kind of glides forward, and he speaks, and he says that he says, "I bear no hatred towards you. You were born into this world perfect. and the world poisoned you with its corruption, I will bring you back to your former Edenic existence. And he glides forward, and when he comes basically right behind the woman, he touches her, and well, you won't be able to see pretty much what happens, but I can say he's casting a spell on her, which is drop my dash. That's he heals 22 points of damage from her. So that means
He heals her.
there.
He heals her. Oh.
Yep. And his entire turn went into that, and then it's it's James, and James is in the process of being glided down by Warren, and you guys only got to basically above the walls, and now you're starting to descend and you glide downwards. And as you're doing that, you can see and you can hear the sort of commotion that's going on in the courtyard and everything, like the kind of wails and these kind of slams and bangs and magical sounds are emanating from it, and windows are like flickering. It's almost like there's some sort of a Frankenstein experiment going on where windows are just emitting light like from a spotlight or something. And yeah, you're pretty much helplessly being like carried by your friend there. What's going through James' mind? Because unless you want to like,
can I talk?
Yeah, sure. I'll say that because you can't like really use movement or action. Well, there's a bunch of actions one could possibly do, but if all you're gonna do is being like letting him fly you, you can use you can talk as much as you pretty much like if you're using your entire turn basically to talk.
Okay, okay. What are you doing? Where are we going? I assume he can talk.
You can
well,
answer
right?
back like let's say quick things, but let's not have like a deep philosophical conversation that takes ages. But I'm allowing you to use your entire turn to have a conversation, basically.
Once there was no, retreating.
But we need to help them.
No.
Man, reading though. Damn. Damn, that's so hard, man. So where on the map are we located right now?
The map is kind of you're pretty much getting to the edge once it's Warren's turn and he gets to move. But at this point, you're pretty much just gone beyond the walls, the outer walls of the abbey. So you're basically like if you were dropped right now, you would roll down a cliff, not fall into the courtyard. That's a nice visual, I know. But
so around
like if you look at the map, let's say exactly where the plus 700 feet text is on the hillside, you would be around there.
Okay. I was damn. I don't know if James we want this, man. But I can't just break free, because if I break free, I fall down, basically.
Yeah, it's too late now.
Maybe you can do like an acrobatics to kind of jump towards the wall, but
if you roll badly, that's gonna be like there's going to be a lot of bludgeoning damage when you fall down. It's like a death sentence at that point, pretty much.
Do some kind of like superhero Spider-Man-esque move where you just like roll up in a ball where Warren's holding you, and then like push off his chest with your feet, and just do like a long leap through the air.
Yeah, that's when it fails and he tumbles endlessly downhill.
So what can I see? Because there's a wall and the tower where basically the abbot are in and the woman. Does the wall actually, the top of the wall, reach the top of the tower, or?
No, it's man, I don't have the picture right now, but it's like it's the second floor is above the wall. It's so that the from the second floor you can just open a balcony door and step to the palisade that's on the wall. So where soldiers would stand with spears and look into the distance. So there's an entire like story of of the tower there, and its roof. And the same thing goes for the other building.
So if I jump on the wall, I can still go inside the tower, basically.
Yes. This is not a good idea, but it's your character.
Yes, and just so
there have been many bad ideas.
Just so you know, Rashkai might be able to see you doing this, but Gerard and Sharp will now see you do this. So if you jump in, they will not know you jumped in unless Rashkai says something.
Yeah.
If Rashkai says it.
I have acrobatics +7, right? So.
No, are you doing it?
Yeah, you're seriously contemplating this. This is role playing. You're in charge of your character's actions, but
He also has bardic inspiration still.
Yeah, exactly. True. I can easily make it. But the thing is, like, if we're at the 700 thingy, I still have a long way to walk. That's a thing, because if we were at the spot I just crossed on the picture, then we would be closer.
Yeah, and from this picture it's hard to see, but basically there's a stitched line going where you can see where the palisade would be, the walkway. So you would see where there's basically a little bit of a roof on the ground floor of the courtyard, and also where you could land and walk on the second floor.
Well, they could only you do 60 feet per turn, though, right? They could only have moved 60 feet per turn, right? Because you said that. Yeah, you said that Warren was moving at half speed.
Yeah. So in that it's. But it's like well, let's see. We can actually count it. He was there, so it would be there was the first 10 feet to get to him, and then it's they would still be right after the wall, but not quite at the 700 mark to be 100 completely precise. So it is possible. It is possible to get to the wall, but if you fail and tumble down that hillside, it will kill you. I can promise you that. Because you will not only fall from great height to the ground, but you will it's
okay. So my warm embrace, just come with me. But take the easy path.
No, I don't want to take the easy. I don't think James would take the easy path either.
You came here to investigate werewolves and the Brotherhood of Silver, and you're gonna risk throwing your life away in this. So it's. But then again,
there's no team. If they die, there's no team. We can't do anything else.
Oh please! Sharp is gonna let everyone die.
Yeah, she's got this.
Yeah, it was already tough at first, but now if there's not gonna be Warren or James, it's going to be brutal.
Yeah.
But then again, if you want your characters to survive, this is a perfect way to accomplish that.
Up to you, man.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
I
can
don't-
choose. You can play safe or you can play it cool.
Well, that's one way to put it, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't poison the well while you're at
But
it.
if I'm on the wall, right? Can I jump down from the wall?
Hell
How
you
high is
can.
the wall?
Into the
The-
courtyard or into the like cliff?
Like no, if I were on the wall and I would reposition myself closer to the door, right? Can I just jump
It's
down?
okay. Calculating the exact like how far you got. It's like the first greenish like look at the door. Right
Yeah.
below the door is the square you were where Warren picked you up. Then
Yeah.
go straight to the right, the very first square that's outside the wall that's kind of greenish
Oh yeah.
where you are above that. So it's only like 5 feet backwards in that kind of way, but it's still you're jumping from being held like a baby. You're not jumping from like sturdy soil where you would be leaping off and
Okay. I'm gonna. Okay. I don't. Damn.
Just do what you want to do, man. You got this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Either
you
way,
got
Yeah.
this. You can decide this.
whatever
Yeah.
you want.
But I'm.
We
I-
support
I'm not
you either
see-
way.
I don't see them dying or anything.
A bubble, a dome of black like darkness came at the door frame. You see like a half of an orb of
No, I'm gonna
black.
do it. I already decided. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean, and he probably would see Warren being dragged out, and then Rashkai shoving potions in his throat. So, I mean, if he's
Yeah.
looking for it, yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to do it. I just
Ah.
don't think James wouldn't do it. I really think James would do it.
Up to you, man.
Okay, okay. In that case, roll acrobatics with disadvantage, and yeah, I'm not gonna tell you what the difficulty is going to be.
Okay, but with disadvantage. But I also have the +4 from
Yeah.
Bardic Inspiration.
It's not a plus. It's a D4,
you roll a
right?
d6 and add it. It's a
Yeah.
d6.
Yeah.
You roll a
So-
d6 and add it.
Yeah, so roll your disadvantage first. Take the
I
lowest
have to-
roll, then roll the d6 and add it to that.
Okay, so roll twice. Okay, the first one is no. How?
Yeah.
Are you gonna tell him?
Wait, yeah.
Are you gonna
No,
tell?
wait. I don't understand the second one. Oh, okay, the second one's 21. No. Okay, so the first one was a 1, so +7 is 8.
It's a natural 1 plus a.
It's a natural one, just
Yeah,
like
but
with a
does Bardic
natural
Inspiration-
20.
It halves? Does it? Does it?
I mean, technically, this natural ones and
No, it's
critical
like a
hits
natural
doesn't
1 and
apply
natural 20
on
are
ability
they have
rolls.
specific meanings behind them. A natural 1 is a failure.
You can see something.
Do you have you don't? I don't think you have inspiration. I don't think anybody has inspiration.
No. I don't. Maybe my equipment can save me.
Okay. Well, if Shin is actively
Hold on.
looking up but I think
Yeah.
that's how it is.
Yeah,
Lucky. You have lucky.
yeah, you have lucky.
Oh,
Oh, you're a halfling.
What
Oh.
so yeah.
What
Oh,
was-
dude, I can reroll that one, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, so the second was 21. Okay, so let's keep that one in mind.
No. You rolled 2 dice at the same time, and you took the lower score. So that was the roll. You're not taking the second
No,
die from that roll.
so the roll he's competing with the natural 1 now is 14, so he has 2 14 rolls.
Yeah, so +7, and then that's why 21.
That's 21, and
Because
then you can also add.
I had to roll with disadvantage, right?
Yes.
So
Is
then
the
I need to roll twice, and then the lower one is the one
Yeah.
that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
one more
So
roll.
that was 1. So I rolled that one, and now it's so I rolled 14 twice, and then +7
Okay.
from my plus acrobatics. So
Okay,
21.
okay.
And then if you
21.
want to add,
Yeah, 21.
you can also add the Bardic Inspiration.
Yes, use
I
it.
don't,
to
but I mean, it's 21. I mean.
Yeah,
what's
but you
the-
don't know what the DC
Yeah,
is.
but you're jumping
Okay,
from super far up.
I'll add it. I'll add it. So I need to roll 6.
Yeah, just a d6 and add it.
Okay, 1 second. Let me find my dice. This is
It's not the right
Oh
order.
yeah. Okay, here goes. It's 1.
Oh, there you go. 20.
22.
The Titan
The
21.
The difficulty was 20. So you make it. And since you used
Hey!
since you
Jesus.
spent so much time talking with Warren, I'm gonna say that after you make this jump, that's it. That was your turn.
Okay.
But yeah,
Guys, her reaction will. Then James fell out of the sky.
okay. Warren, he struggles out of your grip and leaps. It's maddening. It's maddening that like if you would have used your hands a little bit differently, he might have just like fallen down and just you would have watched his brains hit rocks on the way down. But instead, it must be something to do with halflings and them being so damn lucky. He makes it somehow. He actually makes it. He
I
like
actually
both
felt
of
like
his
a foot in my face, like.
yeah, it's like both of his feet, only like the heels of his feet like hit like the right at the edge, and then he like falls on his knees and is like securely on the edge of the wall. And it's a damn miracle. That's a miracle. But yeah, that happens. Warren, in your mind, of course, trying to save someone along with yourself, that might feel kind of futile, but it's his choice. It's his life in the end, and it's Warren. You're next, and you just saw that happening.
I kind of in the struggle and him just leaping off. I call like, "You're crazy, man!" And
you can hear from your shoulder Kiriman also shout out, "Crazy half man!"
And I'll make sure that I have like a distance, and then I kind of like just guidingly fall into the abyss of lowering down this cliff.
Okay.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you got avian shapeshifters to kill to please your mama, so you ain't throwing that away here.
Exactly.
but yeah, are you heading straight to the village, or are you heading like somewhere like halfway the winding road?
I'll probably kind of fly towards the winding road, and most likely I'll want to go halfway, but I might, if I would look for a place to kind of hide to see how everybody comes out of this, if they come out of this.
Okay, from the winding road, you can find surely a location where you can see if someone is coming down the road.
Yeah.
But that's still some distance away. But now at least you don't have a weight to carry while you're flying.
Yeah, so I can fly pretty much 120 feet.
All right. So now it's Gerard's turn. And Gerard is right outside the door, and he will basically what he will do is that he is going to let's see.
How many hit points did Gerard get, by the way?
Gerard has only 4 hit points right now.
Oh wow! Okay.
So Gerard is going to. He's kind of like he was at death's door, but getting this healing potion poured down his throat, and him kind of coming back to his senses, or not really to his senses, but getting back into the realm of the living. It's down to brains what sort of things Gerard might have imagined or seen while he was right at death's door there, but being pulled back from it. He is again like there's this air of confusion. He runs right next to Rashkai, to where he's standing right next to the well, and he's holding an action. He is holding shooting off a 3rd level guiding bolt if someone tries to attack either one of the two of you. and he's
Oh,
like,
he's fine with Sharp being attacked. It's just him and Rush guy he's worried about. Oh, nice.
He's not seeing Sharp.
What a D move, man.
Like to be honest, since he got the potion shoved down his throat, he haven't seen Sharp because she's in the darkness.
Oh,
yeah, and
right,
he
yeah.
couldn't like shoot somebody in the darkness anyway that he's not seeing and things
I got
like
no.
that. But yeah, but still, it's like no, it's not out of character in my mind to make Rush Kai a priority in this kind of situation.
He knows Sharp got this. Sharp got this.
So basically, he's standing next to Rush Kai, ready to fire a third level guiding bolt if it comes to it. And after Gerard's turn, and a kind of a new addition to this whole situation occurs as the plural for beloved effigies makes his presence known as the door from the northern building that you haven't stepped into yet blasts open, and you see this 7-foot tall muscle-bound monstrosity, this creature that's made out of like it looks like its muscles are like almost like dough, and they've been like shoved into place. It looks really rough with like blood vessels, like almost like as thick as snakes on top of his body. His face is so mangled up that the only facial feature that's recognizable is a lipless mouth where the gums and the teeth are just gnashing together, and it's just like it's like a perfect kind of image of like there's no doubt about it, that's a goddamn flesh golem, and it runs out of the through the door, and while like like with its mouth, it runs directly where Rush Kai and Gerard are. So basically, his entire turn is spent on sprinting. He ran from the building, and his movement ends where he's like within touch distance of Rush Kai, right like at the north of the well, and he basically stands there, and that's where his turn ends. And I'm gonna I actually have a picture. I didn't send you guys this picture when you first saw the woman, because in the same picture there's also this guy. So now that you saw him, I can send you a little drawing there. So yeah, there's our two creations. So yeah, that's where he ends his turn. He's very much like if you think of the either a Chatterer from Hellraiser, or you think of like the Nemesis from Resident Evil 3 or something. It's very much like that. So then it's Sharp's turn. You're in the darkness. You have your shield, and the woman is flailing her arms, and you can that right behind her, the abbot is there doing something magical, and you just heard the other door just slam open, and this kind of like another just feet stomping out, and you also heard Rush Kai say that James fell from the sky. Oh. I forgot. Thankfully, nothing has happened yet, but Gerard's holding the spell, the action. It would have activated once the golem came to basically within reach of Rush Kai. So I'm going to have Gerard shoot off his bolt at the creature. And this is with 3rd level, so this is going to be as harsh as he can perform it. So let's see. It hits, and it's 6d6. And I have only 2 d6s here handy. I'm gonna have to calculate. 19 points of radiant light, just kind of like he was already like, what's going on? And once this like demonic looking abomination runs towards you and is like really like zooming towards Rashkai, his hand just like rises to the air and just this not just like a lightning coming from his hand, but just this gold light coming into the form of like an angelic being, like just this stream of golden force that has like angelic wings on it, and it hits the golem on his shoulder, and a chunk, like a tennis ball sized chunk of flesh, just flies off his shoulder. But he does make it to basically where Rashkai is. So, now it's Sharp's turn.
Sharp is thinking, I don't got this.
Well,
and she is regretting she didn't cast darkness on herself and on a location, which doesn't really do much right now. But I guess she will run. Where do I run? I don't even know if she can do anything, because everything is just gonna follow. And she would rather go down than leaving her party behind. So yes, she's gonna run to. I think she can race to Rashkai.
let's see. Like if you disengage and or just run, taking the.
I am chancing it. Attack opportunity.
Okay. Let's see. You were right outside the door there, so. Yeah, it takes you only like 20 feet to get to actually like to get, because if you look at the well, you can see that on the there's 3 spaces like forming an arrow actually at the gate. The one that's like right at the gate is Rashkai. Below her is Gerard, and to the right of her is this creature. Yeah. And now, and as you would come out of the darkness, you would also get a better sense of the situation, seeing this creature there that wasn't there before.
So, yeah.
You're gonna risk the
I'm risking
attack
the
of opportunity, and it's on disadvantage.
Yeah.
I rolled a 20 and a 1. You're a lucky son of a bitch. So, yeah, the hit misses. Yeah, so that could have been really bad. That could have been really bad.
Perfect. I hope Rashkai doesn't mind, but I'm gonna do a little bit of maneuvering and jank her out of the reach of big bad angry teeth guy.
Okay.
Official now.
Yeah, so you're basically where are you going when you're yanking? Like,
So she can go. Well, it would either be like diagonally the space behind, or if the door is open through the door. Because I don't know if you closed the door behind us when we walked in through the gates.
Sure.
So probably through the door, so she can, get away.
Yeah, sure. So you're basically like going like right like smooch between Gerard and this kind of like guard tower.
Uh-huh.
That's it. Yeah, and you're gonna do the switcheroo, and yeah.
And
can do that.
I'll give myself the bonus AC from the D8.
All right. Oh, by the way, James, for your leap, you're gonna get an inspiration for that.
Yes, I roll an 8. I got 28 armor until my next turn.
Oh, how much?
28 until my next turn.
Oh,
Because I rolled.
damn!
Look at this, baby.
Yeah, I believe you. But yeah, that was Sharp's turn, and then it's Rashkai.
Where am I? I'm guessing I'm being cradled in her arms as we
No,
run.
You're basically
like, if you look at the map, right to the left of the well, right to the left of it is Gerard, and to the left of him is you.
Okay, where's Big Ugly?
Big Ugly is right up north of the well, and
Okay, so I'm
to his
no.
left, sandwiched between him and Gerard is now Sharp, who's in front of the gate.
Okay, so the Big Ugly is in melee range with who exactly?
With a Sharp only, at least right now. So.
Okay, great. Fuck yeah! And I can't see the abbot or his abomination.
No, they're still shrouded in the darkness.
Sure. Yep.
Can
That
someone
makes sense.
update the map maybe so I can have a clearer vision of where everybody is?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, good. Because I tried to follow it, but
Yeah. So in that case, if somebody can like draw live, you can make the stuff that I pointed out, looking from the well. North of the well is the ugly one, and to his left is Sharp, and right below Sharp is Gerard, and right left of Gerard is Rashkai. Warren is somewhere outside this map.
Off the map.
Yeah, and James is basically on the
square above the 700.
Hmm?
The square above the 700 plus.
Oh, no. You see, like right below the front door of the building, right below that was the square where you originally were when you were ambushing the abbot. And then Warren grabbed you, and you went straight to the right. And the first square to the right of that area is where you were when you made your leap. So now you would be one square to the left of that. So basically, like almost at the bottom right corner, but just above it. That square. And the abbot and the woman would most likely be somewhere like the two squares right inside the door of the building.
Okay.
Likely. That's most likely where they were left off last time.
Okay. So let me see. Like I did you for ugly.
Yeah.
Is this accurate? But apart from me, because I'm still not sure where I am. If you can point out.
You see, like inside this the courtyard, there's the bottom right section there where there's like these three stalls.
Yeah.
The square above that.
So about where I put the blue dot, then one square above that one.
No. Sorry, I hope I'm being clear about this.
No,
like,
I'm
look
really
at the outside door, the door that leads outside of this tower that the abbot and everybody was in.
Yeah.
You went below that when
Yeah.
you wanted to ambush the guy, and then Warren grabbed you, and you went straight to the right until you went outside of the wall. At which point you jumped back in, so you would be one square left.
Okay, so then I think I know it now. Then I'm over 1 second.
Yeah.
over.
I'm sorry, this might be kind of tedious, and this is
But-
why there's a lot of like software
gonna-
to make this stuff easier.
I'm just gonna take my turn real quick because I gotta use the restroom. Can I give Gerard my other healing potion as a bonus action? Can I just hand it off to him?
No, sorry, healing potion stuff is gonna be always action.
Not like force feed it to him. Just hand it to him.
Oh, hand it to him. Yeah, sure, but it'll take an action from him to drink it.
Sure. Yeah, I'll hand it to him. Then I'll use my movement speed to get on the other side of this monster. That way she can have advantage, and I will use Hypnotic Gaze as my action. So it has to make a something saving throw of something, or else it explodes and dies, and everybody's happy. Hypnotic Gaze, DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
Wait, what exactly is it that it's going to be doing? I need to look if there's any condition or something involved.
Incapacitates it. Basically makes it the same as though it were unconscious. It can't do anything for one whole turn. It's just basically, yeah.
Okay, so what's the save that he needs to do?
DC 13 Wisdom.
I rolled a 17, so...
Well, fuck me. All right, so I'm on the other side of it. Sharp gets advantage against it. Gerard now has a healing potion. That's my turn. Okay, I'll be back.
Okay. Well, in that case, just because there's also we're kind of we don't have too much time, since that was Rashkai's turn, and now it's back to the top. So now, like, let's see. The woman will run out of the darkness, and she will run into the courtyard, and she will run towards Gerard. He's the closest to her at this point, and she will just and she will let's see 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, she can make it to him with regular movement. So she gets there and is wailing with her recently acquired damage being healed. She comes to him and starts to just palm strike him, and she will attempt to just palm strike him twice, really, really hard. So let's see. Okay, one of those hits.
Does it do more than 4 damage?
Yeah, it does. It does 12 damage, and basically just the second palm strike to Gerard, who had just just released the guiding bolt from his hand, almost like while it's happening at the same time, it almost like pays little attention to what's going around him, and a really vicious palm strike hits him in the back of the head again, and he falls on his chest to the ground and is like real withered up and just like really shriveled there, and she is like standing above him, like right below him, in the kind of map there. It's one of those things where like Gerard he still has the potion in his possession. It didn't fly off of his hand or anything, so that's still there. But yeah, it's like at this point, if somebody comes in and gets a couple of hits on Gerard, that's gonna be lethal. And then it's the abbot's turn, and the abbot is let's see. Oh, okay. I forgot to check how great his flying speed is. He is coming out from the darkness, and he comes out the darkness with his hands to his side, almost like in a kind of a like in a kind of Jesus kind of hanging on the cross kind of position with his hands, and he's just gliding. He's like his feet are just above ground level as he comes through the darkness. And he's coming almost like the Terminator or something, because there's nothing, there's not a single emotion like emitted on his face, and he says that I am not your enemy. I am your salvation. And he lifts from the ground with his wings now completely like, and he rises and he goes above the gate, and he lands somewhere in the outer courtyard. And then it's James' turn. What do you guys think? I'm just thinking, what do you guys think in terms of a good spot to end the session? Because it's coming up shortly. We only have like 10 minutes to go. You guys want to go as far as 10 minutes will carry us, or Okay, so yeah, James, you're at the palisade, and you actually have a very good point of view of what's going on. You will see the abbot rise into the air and land somewhere in the kind of middle of the courtyard. He's not right at the gate, but it looks like he's somewhere on the pathway right after the gate. But it looks like he's landing there again in this kind of Jesus-like pose with the mace in his hand. So it looks like he's going there to either make sure people don't escape, or to like come to me to receive the gift of death or something.
Okay, I'm gonna try and catch his attention by ringing a bell. I've got a bell with me. Is this allowed?
Yeah, it's allowed. It's kind of adorable, but yeah, of course it's allowed. Yeah.
The abbot is coming. The abbot is coming.
Yeah, I'm gonna ring the bell and then see if he sees me. And when he sees me, I'm gonna start running towards the tower and scream. I'm gonna burn your palace down, or what it's called.
An abbey.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn your abbey down, and then.
Okay. You can make an intimidation roll with that.
Really, you're gonna threaten the angel?
Not deception or persuasion or something. Okay, I'll try with intimidation then. It's a 6, so.
Okay, so it feels like it's like you're talking to a wall, but something you might not have expected. When you grab the bell and you start ding, 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 really going to town with it, I mean, the other building where the kind of big ugly golem came from, it erupts into just like almost like somebody just like all of a sudden, like you hear the noise of the most boisterous, most rowdy zoo you can imagine. Like all of a sudden, all these crazy noises start to bellow out from that building, like a madhouse, like these kind of and mixed in with those kind of cattle animal noises that were talked about when the villagers talked about noises coming from this place, and also stuff you faintly heard with that bell, like the ringing of a dinner bell or something. They go insane. They just frenzy the hell out, and you can hear like this madhouse just booming out of control. And the moment that happens, you will see the door to the upper floor of the tower that that everything happened in before. That's close to you. The door opens, and the guy in the cloak, the very short guy in the cloak, who was most likely the one playing the violin when you guys came in, and who constantly kept calling you fuckers. He opens the door. He has a crossbow that's not loaded in his hands, and he's looking, and he has this look of like what the hell, like on his face. And you can still like use that movement that you were meaning to use, but the intimidation completely like that. You are kind of like outside the area of focus for the abbot at this time. He seems to be mentally somewhere completely different.
Okay. In that case, I wanna. What do I still have left as actions? Because I ring the bell, but I don't know how much that counts as far as an action.
Yeah, I'll the ringing of the bell and the intimidation, they were both such kind of role play kind of things that weren't like okay, I activate this power and stuff like that I'm allowing that was your action, those two combined, and you still have your movement, and you still have, if you can use a bonus action for something, you still have those.
Do I have anything for bonus action? I don't think I do, right? Actions.
Yeah, it's pretty rare to have something, yeah. But
rogues have a lot of bonus action. You have like cunning action, or what's it called again? The second thing that you can do, like a dash or a disengage or stuff like that.
Okay,
or a hide as a bonus action.
So what's the dash? It makes me
double movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, let me just see how far the other side is. Seeing that that's where all the other ones are. Let's see. How far away? Because I can also get to the other side, right? The other door. On the other.
Yeah, you can get to the other door if you wish. Of course, the door. Yeah, sure.
The door is closed. As we're just.
No. I was originally gonna say that the door is on the ground floor, but I forgot that there's also a door on the second floor.
Okay, hearing the reactions, I start. I use my bonus actions to dash, and I try to get inside the second building.
Okay, let's see how far.
Yeah, I can't see the entire map, so I don't know if that's.
Yeah, I'll say that you can make it to that door with the dash action. So yeah, and that door is not locked. You can open that door when you get there, but I'll say that's as far as you get. When you get to that door, I'll say roll a perception roll.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I think I'm good at perceptions. Yeah. It's 17.
17. Okay. You see that there's when you open the door, it leads to. Whoa. Let's see. Sorry, I described it wrong. There's two doors on the second floor. There's one that was like closer to you and one that was further away from you. They're like, if you look at, you can see on the map, you can see the ground level door. They would be like on both sides of it, but on the second floor. Are you going to go to the one that's closer or the one that's further away?
Yeah, I can't see the map. That's with the thing. I need to scroll up. 1 second. No, that's still not it. Not it.
Well, you at the very up part of it, you can see just the door to the northern building. So the doors, the two doors on the second floor, would be like both sides of this door, if you can imagine, like on the second floor. But there's two doors, and they're like symmetrically.
I'll do the one that's what makes sense. I'll do the one that's. Yeah, actually do the one where the furthest away from me.
Okay, good, because that was the one that I remembered being there. When you open the door, you see that it's an office room. It's like a mixture of a office and a kind of reception room. There's a desk, there's stairs leading down, and there's like there's bookshelves that are littered with all sorts of books, but they've all been smashed down. It's like someone came in with a mace or a hammer or something and smashed a bunch of bookshelves that were on all of the walls there. And because I had you roll that perception roll and you did well, you notice that there's a rope that's tied to the desk, and the rope has been thrown out of a window. The window, in this case, points west. So it points to the inner courtyard, or the outer courtyard, sorry. So someone has tied a rope to a desk and thrown it out a window, but you don't see a soul in here. And there's also, there's the stairs going down, and then there's another door further in the other end of the room, at north.
Okay, that's my I enter basically.
And the wailing and animal noises are coming from where the stairs lead to, which is downstairs.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so then it's one past our stopping time. So next it would be Warren. So that's a good place to start next time. The only person who's kind of long ways away, so we can have like a nice little start to that one. So yeah. Like with a lot of D&D battles, this took longer than a single session. So there you go, and we'll pick it up from here next time. And Shin, you missed it, but Gerard is on the canvas again, having gotten a harsh blow to the back of his head again.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
that's no good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end the stream then. Thank you all for watching.